AM 560. The Answer.
Well, I think my dog's a Democrat, and it breaks my heart to have to say an ugly thing like that. But there's a big old pile of evidence that all points towards the fact my dog might be a Democrat. I pay for all his health care, and I buy everything he eats. I provide him with a place to live just to keep him off the streets.
Yeah, but at least the dog was born in the country. Dave, Lake Geneva.
Hey, Sean, I've got a point, and it's going to have a couple facets to it, interesting ways to look at it. How easy would it be for people on our side to go and sign up for these kind of protests and find out what the money source is and how you're going to get paid? But here's the interesting question. To qualify for it, do you have to have a special ID to be a part of their group? Kind of like how we always ask for voter ID if you're a citizen or, and a legal ID to vote in this country. Now, this is a subservient or, an undermining organization. So what are the qualifications to even pass to get that job?
Well, the qualifications are you're part of the Communist Revolutionary Party. Dave, they have meetings every year. They have meetings all around the world. I want you to hear it.
In June, hundreds of communists will gather in Italy, joined by thousands participating online, to found a new revolutionary communist international to fight for socialist revolution across the globe. Join us. Capitalism faces its deepest ever crisis. Israel is conducting a brutal massacre of the people of Gaza with the full backing of Western imperialism. War, poverty, and precarity are facts of...
That's what you saw over the last 5 years. They're in all our schools. They have an incredible recruiting, grooming network online. This is a very organized since 1919. This party has existed. This is the broader point. And yes, they pay them and all that. And who's going to join? First of all, there are. By the way, you could look at Project Veritas. You could look at O'Keefe Media Group. They're constantly infiltrating and they're constantly doing this. And you remember, Dave. On this show, we played about Act Blue, that front organization for the Democrat Communist Mafia. Correct. And how they money laundered, they took names, they washed who knows what kind of money, whether it's just NGO money or drug money or any other way they steal money from the people. So this is a network we're up against. And, for good people to join and infiltrate, who are you going to convince? If you're already part of this sick, twisted ideology, you're not going to be convinced by fact and reality. Communism and socialism and Democrat policies are lies. It's mysticism.
But it is also an indication on when they're in charge, how they took over the forms of government to not investigate and
Cloward Piven. Yeah, that's Saul Alinsky and Cloward Piven and infiltrate the systems and the bureaucracies. But here's the other thing, Dave. The reality is this. They're not nearly as big and as popular as we think or they want us to think or they're being portrayed. They're really not. In this country specifically. In this country, they are less than 20%. And never forget the Soviet Union. Who were the Bolsheviks? They were 13%. It's the same thing, I believe, here. The problem, the real problem, is that they're working with nefarious players in our government, as they do in Central and South America. They're working with our CIA. They're working with our corrupt agencies. That's the problem. That's who's financing all of this. It's all coming together, and everybody knows. The CIA doesn't pick right-wing governments in Central and South America. They never did. They pick the strong men who are willing to kill their own people, like Maduro, which is why, Dave, why would the CIA come out just 2 days ago and say, this Maduro, really, you guys were right. I'm glad you're out of there. Let's put in his vice president. What are you, out of your frickin' mind, Dave? We were played again, and the CIA is still in control. It's a scam, brother. Yeah.
Okay. The other point is, because of media and in technology, everything is brought out into the open, and we're all able to see it instantaneously. And there's so much tracking that can be done because people have egos. And when they use technology, they're going to use
Dave, that's their downfall. That's their downfall.
That's the downfall.
Yeah,
but we on law and order, it has to be that's backed by the founding of this country and the laws.
We are going to win. Listen to me, Dave. We are winning, and we are going to win. And it's because of everything you articulated. Right now, these little shows like mine, those little opportunities on Instagram and Asshat and all the rest of it on Rumble, it's all changing everything. And we are in the winning position. You know the problem with people, Dave? Most people don't have the courage to want to win and finish it. This time we got to finish it. That's where they have the advantage. They're more willing to be bald-faced frauds and scum and liars. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want people to hear this old decrepit moron who looks like Andrea Mitchell without her wig on. His name is James Carville.
He's done. We just got to butter this toast and slice it and eat it. He's done. And he's good. He was done in Florida. He's done in Pennsylvania. He's done in New Jersey. He was done in Virginia. He was done in Mississippi. He was done in Georgia. He's done. It's over. You're a loser, dude. You're losing everywhere, and you're going to lose more because
He's never been more popular, and that rat pig scarecrow freak has never been more obvious of what a scumbag thief he and his party is. This is the party of criminals. It is the government that protects the predators, the perpetrators, the rapists, the burglars. They are scum, and where they govern is the scandal.